If you think about rapid success inside of a real estate career, the first key thing that you've got to do is you've got to acquire a lot of knowledge. You've got to learn everything about your area, market knowledge, transactional knowledge, brand knowledge, you get the idea. But once you've started to build that knowledge, then ultimately what you've got to do is you've got to get to a lot of what we've got to call customer exposure. The more customers that you get exposed to, the more opportunities there are to put a deal together. And this is why we love agents to have a minimum number of open for inspections that you do each and every Saturday, because you get to meet more buyers, more neighbors, more sellers, more often. But once you've met all of those people and you've got exposed to the customers, then you've actually got to get to what we've got to call deal exposure. Being able to get the buyer to buy and the seller to sell. Really learning what to do to be able to ask the questions, to understand why the seller's actually selling and why the buyer's actually buying, to use that negotiation leverage to get the buyer to pay more, and to ultimately help the seller to make that decision to go to sell today. And once you've started to get lots and lots of deal exposure, you then start to master the routines of what winning agents actually do. That first 45 minutes of every business day on the phone's creating opportunity. And once you start to master those routines, you then actually go to scale in terms of social proof. And that social proof is a really important conversation because more people more often can't help but see you because they see you at all the open homes, they see you in all the digital environments, they see you with lots of signboards in the area. And then naturally, once you've started to do that, you then can scale your service by adding another team member. And what you want to think about is you go through the revolution over and over and over and over and over again. You see, the thing is that the person who's doing 20 transactions versus the person that's actually doing 200 transactions a year always comes back down to the standards that they've got on the inside of their business. The person at 200 transactions a year, they won't allow you to be in a position that you can't have a signed agency agreement. They won't allow you to be in a position that ultimately you won't have vendor paid marketing or the right sales method or process. They won't allow properties to go on the market for more than 28 days. They've got a real process about making sure they can sell more property in a shorter period of time than ever before because they've developed a set of standards that allows them to be able to help more consumers than ever before. That's the problem with somebody who's actually doing 20 transactions is they haven't yet learned that level of knowledge of what they need to do to get deals to be unconditional and to go and do more transactions than ever before. This is what Flywheel Momentum is all about. Acquire that knowledge, get customer exposure, get deal exposure, move yourself into a position of great routines, think about what you're doing to be able to get that level of social proof, scale your team, and do it over and over and over again. From 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 10 to 20 transactions per month because you've actually built standards, you've built a team, you put systems in play, and you know what to do in order to grow.